Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield. It's Isaac. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big game for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. The quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Trying for a touchdown here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on third down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Boy, how about the read here by this quarterback to find his open man and keep this drive moving. Great conversion. And when you're in the red zone, you got to think about getting a touchdown. You want to come away with 6 points. And now they've got a shot to get it.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. It's Isaac. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The pass rush closing in. Looks like he's going to run it. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. But Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in the sport, but this one gets brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun. One of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Booker. Hits into space at the 50. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up the big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap the ball again.
And on first down, right back to the running game. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Well, they get the first down here, Chris, and look at them. They're already at the line of scrimmage, getting the call from
end zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Aggies. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Isaac. Finds his man. It's Morris. They get it, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
It's a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Makes the catch downfield. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Breaks into the open. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Handoff to the single back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they get set now to try the PAT.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Good read here by the quarterback on the run-pass option. Makes the right read, just doesn't give his receiver a chance to make a play on the ball.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Finally able to make the tackle, but that's a huge gain here as they grab momentum wrapping up the first quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. The running back here in a direct snap. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Here comes the point after attempt.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback looking to scramble. Rivalry born in 1894, Kirk, but all the twists and turns, the different... Since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams playing and hopefully playing every year for many, many years to come because it's one of the great rivalries in the sport.
They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Going for his running back. They don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. That's a big hit at the end, but they own a fresh set of downs.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Oh, he makes the catch. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
What a catch! Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Okay, ready? And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Now, a crucial third down and goal. QB keeper all the way. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback.
And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drop. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Wood. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass. It's Wood. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. With the catch, it's Randall. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Now the Aggies will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Dropping back, it's Isaac. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
It's no good. And in the 3rd quarter, this game remains tied. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the 2nd half and jump on top. That's reeled in. It's Randall. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium.